Okay, welcome back. So in this video, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking our board that we've designed, this here, our light sensor, and we're going to be pushing that over to Osh Park so that we could potentially order one. And so the way we're going to do that is we're going to export this design to a Fusion into an Eagle format. It turns out that a lot of vendors, Fusion 360 Electronics is relatively new, but everybody is pretty familiar with the Eagle. It's been around a long time, relatively. And so we're going to go over here to this file pull down, and we're going to say export. And we're going to export this as an Eagle 9 compatible board file. And that has been the most successful. And as things, and depending on this, when you're watching this video, this, of course, will change over time. Eagle has been deprecated. I think it still is supported at Autodesk, but I don't think it's being updated. All that functionality's moved over to Autodesk Fusion, and I would expect that this Autodesk F-board format will eventually be accepted. So I'm going to say OK, and then I'm going to export this. And so now I've got I've got this. I can see it in my Explorer here. Hide all my things here. So let me show you this. Here's this Explorer. And this Explorer, now I have this board file here. That what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab that here. I'll just, I'm here on the Osh Park site. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this board file and I'm just going to drop it into here. Oh, browse for files. Maybe I'll just do it. Documents. I thought I could drop it in there, but maybe not. So I'll go here and I'll upload. And so it'll grind away on it here as it's sorting out, the layers. And so in the old days, of course, you had to generate Gerber files and whatnot. This is kind of our final check. We can kind of go through here and look. We can continue. Yeah, there's our top and our bottom. Make sure all the layers are there. They expect, you are checking these to make sure that they're reasonable, mainly that the layers exist. For instance, if they've got a version of your board that has no holes in it, and you're expecting holes, well, that's a problem, right? So then you can come over here, down here to the order. And there we go. And so, let's see, this is, I've got lots of stuff in my cart here. Because I do I'm going to remove this from the cart. Oh, hang on. Let's redo that. Oh, actually, let's go back and that's this board right here. And so the total price for three copies of this is $19.35. So let's order the board. I just got a lot of stuff here. Let me see if I can find that one from the list. Here it is, the light sensor board of V69. And so you can go in and, you can change the look of the thing. You can add super swift service. Usually this adds quite a bit. It might even double the cost. Yeah, it basically doubles the price to go faster. Depending on how busy they are, how long it takes them to panelize your design, your mileage may vary there. And so as to whether your board goes out really quick or whether they have to wait, because what they're doing, this is a panelizer company. And so what they do is they're panelizing your design with lots of other customers. And so you've got to wait to collect up enough of those that it's worth their their while to make a run. And so they'll generally guarantee that every Friday they're going to ship this out. So you might save a handful of days if you go to Super Swift, but you're going to double the cost. And so a lot of times that's worth it to you. In this case, maybe not. And so there you go. So about $20, and then shipping to where we're at here in Indiana is on the order of $10, I think, is what it costs. So there you go. That's how you'll take this thing from from the mechanical design to the schematic to the the board itself to to routing it. That's kind of a really quick tour of, well, how do you get to a board from this sort of idea that you've got, so now we can take embedded systems and crank out our own custom platforms relatively quickly, just simply by kind of walking through this process. And as you go through it, I want to give you some encouragement that you'll bump your head on lots of little issues and you'll have to go figure things out. But as you do more and more of these, you'll find that the tool almost disappears as you're working on it, and you won't have to you won't have to think about the tool very much. You'll just be able to think about the problem you're trying to solve. So that's it for this sequence of videos. That pretty much covers kind of what I wanted to show you about how you build a board like this. All right, more in future videos.